Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today I'm dehydrating carrots. What I have here is a 10-pound bag of carrots. I couldn't resist picking up because it was on sale, I think for $2.99 or $3.99. Now, I have a half a stalk of celery left over, so this isn't actually part of the video. But because I'm going to be running the dehydrator, I'm going to chop these up and blanch them as well and put them on a separate tray with the carrots. Because waste not, want not, right? So all I'm doing is cutting off the ends and peeling them. And because I'm going to be cutting these, I'm going to be using my shredder attachment or my cutting attachment on my KitchenAid that my friend Serenity Wolf gave me, because it's so much easier than trying to slice all of these carrots by hand. Just cutting up and peeling the turnips took me 2 days. I want these smaller. It took me 2 days because my hand cramped around the knife so bad. So I'm cutting up these in like 1 or 2 inch pieces and putting them in the trusty bucket of water. If you were doing this by hand, which a lot of you may, or probably will, then do yourself a favor, or maybe I will. Get yourself a chop wizard. They're great for carrots. And you can either use your KitchenAid attachment or you can use your chop wizard with pieces that size, and you'll have nice little cubes of carrots. But when I'm dehydrating, I really like my carrots to be cut thin. So using the KitchenAid attachment is going to be a great deal of help for me. Okay, I'm now going to put my, God, I hope I remember I hope I'm doing this right. I'm going to put the thinnest slicing blade on my slicer doohickey here, and I'm going to pull this piece up because that will help lock this into place once it's in. Then we drop that down. Here are my carrots. I have my blanching water on, and this is why I put them at these size of a chunks. Now, because they come out like this. Now, if you want perfectly circular carrots, slice them by hand, go right ahead. But me, I learned my lesson with the turnips last week. Okay, now as you're going to see, some of these carrot pieces are just little shreds, but we have a way of saving those too. Now, we're going to bring these back up to a boil, and we're going to boil them for 1 minute. If they were slightly thicker, because I used a thin slicer, if they were slightly thicker, I would say 3 minutes. Okay, so here's our carrots. They've been strained, and what I want to recommend, folks, is that you put a fruit roll-up tray in the bottom. Why? Because I'm not going to be using my fine mesh tray, and these smaller pieces are, when they dry, are going to fall down through, and you want to catch them. Okay? You want to keep your slices. You want to keep your slices in the top tray, but you see what I mean? And as they dry, the little teeny tiny ones are going to go down there and dry also. And you can put them in a separate jar for things where appearances aren't that big of a deal, right? Okay, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays of carrots. I have 2 dehydrators, but I'm not going to run them both because it will take just as long to do 6 trays as it would do to do 2 of 4. And I'm going to put my celery on top And it does have a mesh tray, so none will fall down through. Now, I will rotate these before I go to bed, but always keeping the celery on the top. Set it at 135 for fruits and vegetables. Plug it in, and we'll be back tomorrow. Okay, here's all I got from the celery, but believe it or not, that's enough for 2 to 3 pots of soup. Just gonna pour it in our jar here. Doesn't look like much, but the next time celery's on sale, I'll make more. But that's a lot of soups, folks, trust me. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have used the thicker blade cutter for this, and I will next time. It'll make them rehydrate faster, but they're not so pretty when you use the KitchenAid thin slicer. Now, remember when I told you to put the fruit roll-up tray in the bottom? This is why. This is actually enough carrot for a medium to small size pot of soup. Like just for Daddy and I, believe it or not, that little pile of carrot is enough for a pot of soup. Okay. This is what I got from 8 pounds of carrots. And that is at least 8 pots of soup. I know that a pound of carrots in a pot of soup sounds like a lot, but it's not really. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, yay, it's soup season. I love soup. Take care. God bless.